He's like, hey, you want to see my bug collection? Yeah. Let me show you the Spanish fly. I honestly can't tell if Pereira is weight training or if he's rehabbing after an injury. This is like one of those silly videos that Sean O'Malley uploads. Like, what he's squatting right here, like, he should be at the very least curling. Like, but even more weight than that. And then this right here, look, he's just using the momentum. There's no form whatsoever. This is like a CrossFit looking workout. Maybe he's trying to get into Gane's head. Maybe he's trying to get Gane to underestimate him. What is that, 135? I was just reverse curling that a little bit ago. We got boxers about to box at the Pyramids this weekend. And now we also got boxers wrestling at the Pyramids this morning. This is kind of making the White House look tame now. Is Eddie Hearn behind this? Can you even understand how upset John McCain is right now? I've been praying for years for the freak show, and God has heard my prayers, and it looks like he's brought yet another plague upon the Egyptian people. Instead of a mass exodus, it's like an influx. Now he's doing the opposite. He's doing the George Costanza on them, where now the people are coming, the fighters are coming to the land of Egypt in droves to fight and to disturb the pharaohs while they thought they were at rest. Hey, but for real, I think somebody might die over there. I've seen like Wishbone and on like Goosebumps, there's a lot of booby traps over there. They think that World War III is gonna start because of Iran. Chale, it's gonna start because they ran too close to the pyramids.
Team DC! Team DC! Ah! Hey, go home!
Is he saying feed DC?
Team DC! Team DC!
Oh, he's saying... I thought he was being like a funny guy, like if he's in his crate or something, like he's in a cage. Feed DC! Like there's a lot going on right there. Like he's an animal, like in his crate. And like he's saying feed DC because, you know, Daniel Comer and whatnot, like he wants to eat. And he's also talking in the third person. There was just a lot happening there, and now I'm disappointed because that's not what he said. Like in an alternate reality, if he was literally in that cage going feed DC, like, man, that's funny. I want that to happen so bad now. That would actually be like a scene from the Daniel Comer and Jon Jones buddy comedy.
Team DC! Team DC! Ah! Hey, go home.
And then especially if he was, I can't let it go. If he was saying feed DC, feed, and then after he goes, ah! It just makes this, it feels kind of like a Lord of the Flies moment.
Ah! Hey, go home. Hit the door. Soak in your wounds. Let's go. Hit the door, man. Hit the door. Don't let that door hit you there.
Okay, what's going on here? DC celebrates his fighter's win over Jon Jones' fighter, while Jones consoles him after a close decision. Oh, okay.
You're 22 years old.
You're 22.
You're chasing after your dreams.
Chasing your dream.
You did everything right.
Wait.
Sorry, Uncle
Except for win.
Jones.
Keep your head high.
I think I should have taken it more convincingly.
He said he thought he should try harder. Well done. You fought very well.
You're 22 years old. You got a lot of time.
You're 22. You
DC was just like, woo, rubbing it in his face. Feed DC, and now he's over there trying to be the good guy. I like it though. It's nice. He's pulling a Strickland, right?
still have a lot of time. You fought well.
Please forgive me.
He says he is sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry about. You kicked his. You kicked his. Bro.
You won.
I feel so bad for you.
He says it's sad.
I think people in the corners got to stop doing stuff like that, though. Every once in a while, you just got to... Again, I'm not going to be able to let it go. You need that... You need that guy that Chimaev used to have that would yell at him. People need people like that in their corner. When you go back to your corner after a loss, you don't need someone telling you, hey, you actually won. Yeah, they ripped you off, man. You did everything. You should have... No, because then they're not going to make the proper adjustments. Magomed Ankalaev confirms he signed the contract for his next fight. Contract signed. I miss dunking on people. See you soon, boy. I miss dunking on people. He has a basketball. I think Pereira hit him in the head too hard. He thinks he's a basketball player. He got TKO'd by Alex Pereira. And then he barely went to a decision with Alex Pereira when Alex Pereira had diarrhea couldn't even finish him. He beat Alexander Rakic, who I'm still convinced is a depleted Steven Crowder on a weekend of blank amphetamines, and he barely beat him by decision. Then he beat Johnny Walker, who anybody watching this video should be able to beat at this point. Then there was a fight with Johnny Walker that apparently he had to do an illegal knee to Johnny Walker, and Johnny Walker couldn't continue. Then he had Jan Blachowicz, and that was a split draw. I mean, what are we talking? Maybe he should be a basketball player. Maybe he's not even talking about MMA right here. Maybe he just signed the contract to help the Lakers next season. Anthony Smith? Before that was Anthony Smith. I mean, a victory is a victory, and I guess he did beat Smith. But personally, I think the home invader had a more impressive performance. I mean, we have seen the NBA starting to get taken over by light skins. Jokic, Luka, now Ankalaev. It's the trifecta. I know this is an old video. People keep talking about that, but that makes it even worse for Pereira. Despaine's hair ain't even yellow yet. He hasn't even reached final form. Despaigne wasn't even supposed to be here that day. He's the only dude sparring with his pants on. He was just out to run errands. The only reason he stopped by was to pay his dojo fees. Despaine's kids are literally waiting in the car right now. Despaigne doesn't even respect him. He's fighting with his hands in his pockets like Bobby Green. And Despaigne looks like he wears cinder blocks for shoes compared to Gane. Gane's gonna be in there like a ballerina. You could tell Despaine's not even really trying to do anything. It's like he's just trying to help him out. Pereira needs to learn how to enable that camouflage. We got the undisputed heavyweight champion versus the longest reigning something else that's not even boxing, 24-0 against 66-10 in something that's not even boxing, We got the psychopath face and we got the Luke Rockhold wrestling face, You have to make a fight like this be at the Pyramids for it to be exciting or to make any sense whatsoever. This is just another dude looking for a payday. You can't blame him. Kickboxing definitely gets swept under the rug. Nobody has cared about kickboxing since Jean-Claude Van Damme. Let's be honest. And actually, I don't know if a lot of people know this. Rico Verhoeven was in the Kickboxer reboot. And making that movie, he made more money in that Kickboxer reboot than he's ever made in kickboxing. So good for him. You got to make some money. But about this matchup right here, let's not kid ourselves. All right, so we have another boxer and a non-boxer who want to fight here. The only difference with Ryan Garcia is he already got pieced up by one of Arman Tsarukyan's homies. He got pieced up by Arman Tsarukyan's little bodyguard. I was gonna say that Ilia is gonna be like, bro, if anything, you're more of a social media star than a boxer. And I remember he used to have that image. He'll be like, I'll do you like I did the Nelk boys, homie. But then there's been that clip recently of Ilia Topuria looking kind of like a young Ryan Garcia. So maybe they're kind of on the same wavelength here. Hey, maybe it's not about chicks from Miami. Maybe it's about dudes from, well, I don't even know where we would say where he's from. He would say from España, but, you know, is it there? Or is it Germany? Or is it Georgia? Or is it Miami? Now, if anything, that makes more sense because he's a dude with an identity crisis, right? So is it about chicks from Miami or about dudes having a little identity crisis? You know what I'm saying? So Scott Coker's coming back. New global MMA league in 2027. $60 million and counting in funding. Bunch of investors, including Tony Hawk. He's a rare breed. People like Dana White, Chatri, Jake Paul, like people, all the boxing ones, people typically don't like promoters, and everybody loves this dude. Scott Coker's kind of like that cool teacher, you know, like nobody likes school, nobody likes the teachers, but then there's a cool teacher. I used to have a teacher like that when I was in middle school, and that teacher did start dating one of the students, but Coker doesn't have students, so as long as he don't start a dojo, we're good. Too little, too late. He's a dojo warrior. I'll never believe in him again. I'm off. I'm off. I got off at the last stop. Whether he just didn't show up because he just didn't have it in the tank, he just didn't know how to be professional enough to show up ready, or he took a dive, whatever. He's just not the guy. He's just not the guy he thought he was. Either way, it's not cool. To show up that unprofessional and that unprepared, whether it was the weight, whether it was overtraining, whether it was mental, or you took the dive, either way, I'm off. I'm off the train. I'm walking. I'm driving. I'm not getting back on. And then all this, then he got the sponsorship at the end of it to cap it off. Nah. Arman Tsarukyan says he's preparing for the Tour de France too. So this dude's a UFC fighter sometimes. I kind of forget that he's a UFC fighter actually. He goes and grapples and all these things in different countries, and he does RAF. He's a streamer. He's in music videos. He's a backup dancer in music videos. I'm just surprised that he don't got Nina drama on the pegs.
Yeah, crazy thing is where people go, oh, it was a robbery. I can't believe it was a split decision. It was a very clear 3 rounds for Strickland, 2 rounds for Khamzat, and yeah, that was it, and it was a great fight. I think Strickland.
Of course he's going to say that because of the MMA math. It makes him look better. That never fails. People in his situation always try to play that trick. That MMA math of like, oh, well, I beat this guy and I lost to this guy, but the guy that I lost to the guy I beat. So therefore, just like he's saying he's the champ again. It's pathetic, but everybody does it.
Did what most people thought he couldn't do, but I just had the feeling, and being in there with both of these guys, you know, both of them are phenomenal at what they do. I just think that Strickland is a bit better in. He was better in being able to.
He's like, he's trying to be careful with how he says it because he's like, well, I beat this guy twice. I got destroyed by this guy, but now I'm about to say that this guy beat twice is better. So how do I say that?
More all around. I just think that Strickland is a bit better in. I just think that Strickland is a bit better in. He was better in being able to be more all around than Khamzat in that fight.
Conor McGregor is in the gym preparing to face Max Holloway and brought his kids along with him. All D Devlin's like, no more. Not like last time. You're taking the kids now. Oh, I can't play this music. Stop. I think what it is Conor has the he has the location tracking turned off on his phone. So D Devlin's like, take the kids. The kids are the location tracking. The kids are actually more effective than the location tracking because the location tracking doesn't have a big mouth. You know, like sometimes when I had the kids with me and then we get back home and they're like, oh yeah, we went to Burger King and then we went and bought stuff at Best Buy. And then Marilena's like, oh yeah, what else? So, you know, location tracking don't do that to you. Location tracking don't run its big fat mouth. I kind of like what Conor's doing right here, actually. It's kind of smart. He's taking on the, like, you know how sometimes have you ever had to teach something or coach someone else in something instead of just doing it yourself? It gives you a whole different perspective of the thing, like of what you were doing in the first place. You look at it totally differently. You get some more depth. So it's like he's putting his own kids through fight camp right now. And he's acting like he's the coach. So he's taking on it's deep, bro. He's looking for the stiffness in his own children.
Yeah, I think this whole weight cut excuse is ridiculous, to be honest with you. I mean, they said, I think Tsarukyan said he cut 12 pounds.
Wait a minute. I don't know if I'm remembering incorrectly. Wasn't Dricus Du Plessis trying to blame like his weight cut on his loss against Chimaev? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember completely. I thought there was something about that.
In the 24 hours?
I'm not trying to say that's what it was because I don't want to try to take away from Chimaev's victory over him, but I thought that was part of Du Plessis' narrative. Now he's saying that someone else can't say that? I don't know.
Those are rookie numbers. I mean, 12 pounds in 24 hours, that's not that bad.
I think it was 46 in total.
In total, but yeah. I mean, over the camp, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters is that last 24 hours and 12.
I don't know if it was over the camp. I think Chimaev was just an idiot. And he's like, in 2 days, I kill all the pounds. I kill all my weight.
Pounds is not that much. I mean, I definitely got more than that. And yeah, sometimes I've had bad weight cuts too. I have. Everybody's that cuts weight has had that experience where the next day you feel, and you have a bad cut. Sometimes things just 1 kilogram can make the world difference in a weight cut.
Well, bro, this guy needs a script. Dricus Du Plessis needs a teleprompter. He's going back and forth nonstop. Like, this dude can't even keep up. Look at his face. He's like, bro, you just said that the weight cuts don't mean anything and it's easy. Now you're saying even 1 kilogram commences you like.
And I just think using a weight cut as an excuse when it comes to the fight, even if you did have a bad weight cut, it's fine. It's happened to all of us. But you don't go out and say, oh, I lost the fight because of that. No. If you want to change weight divisions, change weight divisions. But blaming a
Again, wasn't that what Du Plessis was trying to do? Wasn't he trying to go up to 205 before the Chimaev fight? Is he projecting right now? Is he yelling at himself?
Bad weight cut is like saying, I lost the fight because I wasn't fit. It's on you. Be more disciplined. Be more disciplined then. And the weight cut would be easier. So any excuse for me when you get into the octagon.
He's struggling with the man on the scale. Chuck Liddell and Georgio Poullas wrestling in somebody's backyard.
Bring him to the mat, George.
Dang, with our pants on and everything.
Oh, he's Bring him to the mat. Oh, at least get to the mat. That's a lot of weight. I can't
Chuck don't even want to go to the mat. He wants to keep it a street
Hips
fight.
out. Hips out. Come on. Get him up, George.
Dang!
Be careful. You're good. You're good. No, you're right.
Hey, I heard
Hips out.
I heard a thud. Was that the what is that, concrete?
Can't even get him to the mat. Break
I
those
don't know if that's real or fake or aesthetic or what, but look, you can hear the thud right here.
hands, Chuck. Hips out. Hips out. Come on. Get him up, George. Be careful. Be careful.
I can't tell. The grass just sounds hard. Even when he put his elbow down, look at it.
Be careful. Be careful.
Right there, hear that?
Be careful. Be careful. You're good. You're good.
Maybe it's just a microphone.
No, you're right. Your head all right?
Look at that dude's telling him, you're all right, let go. Like he's a crocodile. Let go, you're all right, let go. He doesn't want to let go of his leg.
No, you're right. Your head all right? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, you all right? Look at that. Somebody get. Look at that.
We busted him open.
Yes. Bring him to the mat.
He busted South
Bring him to
open.
the mat, Joe. You all right? Look at that. Somebody get. Look at that.
Hey, look. Look at Chuck Liddell's face, dude. I feel like Chuck Liddell's I feel like Chuck Liddell's slowly morphing into Gary Busey. Doesn't it look like Liddell's morphing into a Gary Busey character? Like, look, imagine Gary Busey in hair and makeup. He could totally play Chuck Liddell in the feature film. It would be the sniffing machine. Look, I could see some people be like, oh, look at the way Pereira landed that, but look at the way that Tallison didn't even react to it. That's not a good sign for Pereira being at this weight. He's like, all right, let me keep coming forward. It's almost like after Pereira landed that, like something changed in his attitude. Like he's like imposing right here. I'm coming forward. I'm land this crisp on you, and it's like, oh. Then he gets knocked back. He gets hit in the stomach. He gets popped back again. He's like, let me rethink. Let me think about something. He's kind of like fading now. He just keeps getting touched up. And remember, Tallison. This dude, Tallison Teixeira, this dude made Derek Lewis look like a good fighter. This Tallison is nothing compared to Ciryl Gane. Ciryl Gane could pop those with a lot more power. This is nothing right here. Wow. Wow.
Hey,
It's over, bro. It's over. If Glover is really Pereira's friend, he's going to be like Mickey in Rocky 3. He's going to tell like when Mickey didn't want Rocky to fight Clubber Lang. If Glover's really this dude's friend, he's going to tell him, hey, he's not going to let him fight Gane. He's not going to let him do it. Glover should just call the UFC and just be like, hey, he can't fight. He has to do a emergency surgery. Yeah. He had to have a trauma replacement. Floyd Mayweather reportedly had a baby with a dancer at his Vegas strip club. He's been ordered to pay $1 million in back child support and $33K a month. Dang, I want to have a baby with Floyd Mayweather. Oh, copyright. Oh, it's a Justin Bieber song, you already know. I feel like this is a clip. It has that tone. Like it's gonna be a clip that I'm gonna see on a Netflix documentary at some point in the future. And this girl don't even realize yet that she's about to be a victim. Like even the look on his face right now. Like look at this face when they do that hug. It's kind of like look at this. It's like he knows something. It's like he knows what's about to happen. And the unwitting victim right here. Look at this. This is gonna be a freeze frame on a Netflix document. This is the cover. This is the cover of the Netflix documentary. This photo right here. Mark my words. Screenshot this. He knows exactly. Look at this. He's like, hey, you want to see my bug collection? Yeah. Let me show you the Spanish fly.